Hello everyone, my name is Leonardo. I'm the founder of My 60, a specialist in exercise for seniors. This video was recorded directly from Brazil and dubbed so you can have access to this valuable content that will truly change your health in the coming years. Please enjoy the video.
Okay, I'm here with Anna. We're gonna do 3 exercises for people with weak legs. And the reason this video is being recorded with Anna is because someone commented on the video I posted last week, Anna, which was about these same 3 exercises we're gonna show you now. And people said an elderly person can't do this. So to start, Anna, how old are you?
70.
70. Wonderful, Anna. And there are some of these exercises that she's never done before. And she's going to show you that even without having done them, she'll be able to do them on the first try. Okay? Remembering that obviously it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. And the exercise always needs to be adapted to the person. But let's begin and we'll explain little by little. The first exercise is very functional, sitting and standing. Sit in this chair here, Anna, please. When did Anna start training with us?
June 2025. Okay.
So June. Yes, it hasn't been a year yet. It must have been what? About 8 months, more or less. Yes, about 8 months. So let's go. What tip am I going to give you here? When sitting and standing, Anna, one mistake people make is this. They put their feet too far forward. Try standing up and see how difficult it is with your feet in front. Now sit down and look. Look, you managed it. I was surprised. Move your feet further back. There you go. Hand on your thigh now. Stand up. You'll notice it's easier.
Sure, right? You
didn't have to push much.
Perfect.
Put them forward. You'll notice the difficulty. Put your foot forward. You'll notice a lot of difficulty.
You need to push.
Perfect. So what happens? You can sit down. When you put your foot too far forward, put it further, it's like you're pushing your body backward, push out. But then when you go to stand up, the vector is the opposite. Perfect. So you bring your heel forward. This is the main tip, even for everyday life. You're going to stand up to reduce the risk and also to make it easier, okay? To save energy. A little bit further back. It can be as far as you can manage.
Perfect.
Pretty easy, isn't it? Okay. Another adjustment when standing up. It's common for people to do this.
Oh,
That can't happen, okay? So the tip I give is to always keep your knees further apart in relation to your feet.
okay.
Right? Do 20 movements. 1, 2. Congratulations. That's good. 3. Excellent. 4. You can put your hand closer to your knee. 5. 6. Excellent. Stand up exhaling. 7. That's it. 8. This movement is extremely functional. Keep counting for me, Anna, please, so I don't forget. This movement is extremely functional because it's a movement you'll perform your whole life when sitting down and standing up from the toilet. It's one, some people hear about it from some professionals. I went to the doctor, Leo, and he said I can't squat. Then I asked, if you've heard this, have you asked them how you'll manage sitting down and getting up on the toilet? That's essentially a squat. The movement is the same. In other words, if you don't train in a way that prepares you for everyday life, how are you going to live your daily life, Ive?
Absolutely. My mother is 106 years old and still does this movement.
106 years old, Anna's mother. See? So let's go. Anna, the next exercise is very simple. Stand here facing me, okay? Let me just warn you. For people who intend to perform this movement here, which is a very functional movement, I recommend that if it's the first time you do it, you only do 2 sets. Alternatively, you'll awaken the following day with a very sore leg. And it's not because the exercise was done incorrectly. That feeling of discomfort is because the muscles are going through an inflammatory process. But to reduce this inflammatory process, start with 2 sets of 20. Okay. If you're already used to it, you can do 2 or 4 sets of 20, which is double the volume. Okay. Let's go. This second exercise is more complex. Anna had never done it before. We even tested it here before starting the recording because she had never done it. But I'll need the same instructions again because Anna didn't even do a set. I just practically showed her, okay? This shows that anyone can do it. Let's move a little closer. In this second movement, Anna, the feet are parallel. Let me just quickly show you. Before you begin, extend one leg back and then perform this movement carefully. But when you throw your leg back, avoid keeping your feet in the same line. Otherwise, it will
Unbalance you.
unbalance you even more, okay? Unless the intention was to overly emphasize balance, but that's not the purpose of this exercise right now, so there's no right or wrong. It's about the purpose of each exercise. Hold my hand here, Anna. Let me show you. Foot back. No need to put it all the way back.
Okay. Okay.
So the tip is, put your leg back just a little bit. It helps too. It just can't be too much, because if it's too short, you demand too much from the front leg, which isn't wrong, Matt. But at this moment, for someone with weakness, let's find a point that's more acceptable. So take a step back, okay? Heel on the back leg stays raised, okay? Recommendation, I'm holding Anna's hand because I need to ensure that someone with weak legs at risk of falling is going to start training, has maximum safety, so they should do it with someone or holding on to something firm to avoid the risk of falling, okay? So put your hand down, move a little further back. There you go. Because I asked Anna to move her foot back a little further. Otherwise, Anna, you'd be overloading your front leg too much. The advice is, lower yourself as if you were bending to pick something up. The knee of the back leg goes towards, returns, rises. There you go. Anna lifted the heel of her front leg. I don't want that to happen because you end up straining the knee. Another thing, let's go. Bring your leg down calmly. You're still straining the knee of your front leg too much. Is that wrong? No, but for someone who doesn't have much stability, it can start to cause discomfort. So bring your back leg a little further back. There you go. You're going to lower yourself now without lifting your heel forward. When you notice you're going to start lifting, rise. I lifted one, lifted my heel a little. So lower less, lower less. There you go. Look, I want the knee of the back leg to go more towards. Good, Anna. Excellent. Anna, you're going to do it here in a really cool way. You're going to feel it, working your thighs and glutes. Are you noticing?
Yes, yes.
Okay, give me your hand. You can hold it. Okay. So what's my suggestion? This is a more complex movement. Anna, I want you to do it briefly for someone on the other side who's doing it for the first time. Less, just a little bit. Less. Less than that. Just a little bit. Just that. That's it. But slowly. No rush. Very slowly. Did you notice? That's how I want you to start. Short movement. You can go down less, Anna. Just a little bit. Practically bend your knee, then back down. Bend your knee, then back down. Are you getting tired, Anna? You're going to get a little tired. You're going to feel your thighs and glutes getting a little tired, okay? Rest. Okay. So what happens? Do this side. You'll notice that your front leg will be under a lot of strain, okay? This exercise is obviously for someone who is weak, but still has mobility. Yeah. It's not for someone who can only sit because they're actually too weak. It's a very complex exercise that requires balance, okay? But what I want to tell you is this, even though it's complex, it can be done. Even if you're weak, it can be done. Let's show you. Let me do it now. As if I were weak, I'm going to put my hand behind me. I'm holding on to someone, a child, a nephew, someone I trust, okay? Holding on tight here, okay? I held on tight. Put my foot behind me. Leo, just being here already makes me unbalanced. It's part of it. Because for someone who has weakness in the legs, the risk isn't just losing muscle, it's falling. It's having difficulty walking. So balance also needs to be worked on. That's why I included this. So you go slowly, just a little bit down, see?
I understand.
Leo, I'm feeling confident. In your second training session, you go there, go down a little more.
Oh.
The following week, Leo, I'm feeling confident.
Okay.
And gradually, you'll develop. But in this first moment, see, go down a little, come back. Go down a little, come back. Do it for me, Anna. Leg, the heel of the back leg lifted. That's just that. You can go a little further back, Anna. The back foot. That's it. And throw it. That's it. More slowly. That's it. Very slowly. That's it. Always controlling the movement. Perfect. The knee of the back leg also moves as if it were towards the ground. That's it. Because otherwise the movement is too far forward if you only move that knee. Did you understand? If you don't throw the back one down, you start doing this and start forcing the knee a little more. It has to be teamwork. Okay, you can stop. Second exercise shown, 2 sets of 20 as well. Why 20, Leo? Because we're working with body weight. So to compensate for the lack of weight, we're increasing the volume of you move those repetitions.
I understand.
Is that right? Because if the stimulus is minimal, you won't get the adaptation you expect.
I understand.
Volume, which is the time and activity, the number of repetitions, is one of the most important things in training. For example, if I do the exercise correctly, with the right weight, but in the wrong quantity, I won't get adaptations, I won't stimulate muscle gain, I won't stimulate that muscle to become more resistant, okay? So that's basically it. Volume is very important. It's not just about doing it. It's not just about going in the right direction. Going in the right direction, quantity, in the right quantity, not just once, but several days. Remember, this exercise isn't a magic pill that will make you never feel weak again. You'll have to return to the same video on other days to perform it. In fact, I'll even mention that we have a level 1 combat sarcopenia course that just launched, which offers this option for those who want a plan that doesn't just involve this exercise and obviously progresses from easiest to most difficult. Who is this course for, Anna? For someone who has noticed they are losing muscle. So if you're not losing muscle, you can already say, well, then this course isn't for me. Second, for someone who is noticing they've lost their strength, that is, notice they're weaker. If you answered yes to any of these questions or characteristics, then I definitely recommend you get it at Natispola. If you didn't answer yes to any of these, don't buy it. Third, if you've noticed that in addition to losing muscle mass or some strength, your daily functionality has been altered, what would that mean? I used to walk at this pace. Now I walk a little slower. When I get up, I feel a little more difficulty, okay? So if you've noticed changes in your daily functions, difficulty sitting and standing, or changes in your gait, if you answered yes to any of these three, then I recommend you purchase it. The cost is $297, 12 installments of $30.72. I consider it a very accessible price, especially considering you can pay in 12 installments. I found that incredible, okay? Let me just move on to the next and last exercise here. Now, let me just remove this ad here. Just remove this ad, okay? Let's go. Look, gain balance. For those who want to watch our video, gain balance. Let's go. Last exercise. The last exercise is an exercise to work on the hip, because the lack of strength in the glutes is one of the reasons you see elderly people walking like that. Did you know? Or no? Because the glutes, that's the butt muscles, do this. That's their primary function, what we call hip extension. You'll notice that the movement we're going to do is similar to this, which is what we're going to do here on the floor. Now, remember, Anna, when you started training with us last year, were you in the same shape as you are today?
No, I'm a different person in terms of
Physique. And the great thing, Anna, is that I really enjoyed this course. And I was even commenting to Anna that I had a relative prejudice against lying down. Bring your feet over here. Sorry, hips over here. Okay, that's great. Anna, you're gonna leave your feet here, okay? Bring your torso just a little over here. Hand on the floor. The idea is for you to gain autonomy in all phases of life. The exercises then cannot be done randomly or just any exercises. They have to have functionality. Notice the movement I showed you. The person is walking like this. So this exercise does that. Do it, Anna.
you want the bridge?
Yes. Perfect. Lowered. We call this exercise a pelvic lift, but some people, especially in Pilates, refer to it as a bridge exercise. It's commonly known as a bridge. Okay, perfect. Stop. Did you notice you worked your glutes in this exercise?
Perfect.
This exercise goes exactly in the direction of not doing it like that. Wonderful. You see, contract the gluteal muscles. So just to show you, I'm going to ask Anna to do 2 sets. 2 sets. No, sorry. 1 set of 20. Go ahead. That's it. Go ahead. 1, 2. Stop quickly, Anna. Just bring your torso a little to the side. No, to the side. To me. Okay. Adjusted your head. That's great. That's it. Go ahead. 3. Same thing here. No bringing your knees together. Knees a little wider than the position of your feet. There it is. Throw it up there. By the way, Leo, I'm finding easy. Like the person can put a small weight here on the hip, but obviously it's important to hold it so the weight doesn't fall, okay? When I say a small weight, an ankle weight is better, right? not a hard weight, otherwise it will hurt, okay? Unless you put a cushion or something there to prevent injury. That's it. Great. Counting to 10. That's it. Let's go. Lift it all the way up. Very good. This exercise also engages the front section of your body to some extent. You'll feel it working a little bit here, the back of your thigh. In fact, for those doing it for the first time of the day, you might feel a little cramp. If you feel it, believe me, it's part of it, it's normal, nothing wrong. Just straighten your leg a little, return to the starting position, and then you'll tend to feel it a little less. The next time, soon enough, you won't feel it anymore. Okay? That's it. What's the count, Anna? 17. Let's go. That's it. The cool thing about all this is that Anna's 75, and last year, I was talking to Anna about this today. She looks much younger than she did last year. Exercise isn't about age. It's about how you want to look in a few years. You can roll over from your stomach to stand up. She lifted the flag. It is, but it's over. No problem. That's it. The cool thing is seeing how easily Anna got up. That's really great. And as I was saying to you in the past, I was commenting with you, Anna, in the past, I had a certain prejudice against courses, so much so that I received some proposals in the past for us to launch a course and the idea. And I ended up rejecting it, okay? And I ended up rejecting it. It was someone who wanted to help me and everything, but I ended up rejecting it. Also because it was a very aggressive proposal, a super promise. And no, this course, although I believe it will be very valuable, it can't bring you the same benefit that we here with Anna, Alban, adjusting detail by detail will bring. That's why we understand that the level of delivery isn't at the same level, but that doesn't mean we did it haphazardly. On the contrary, I spent years reflecting on whether it was possible because I understand, Anna, that there are people who can't afford the cost you're paying here. So we understand that the cost to train with us in person, just so you have an idea, I'm not talking about this, just so you have an idea, we charge $16.20 to train here with us. So for you who will have this opportunity to pay $297, it's an opportunity that I really consider valuable. It's not a super promise, but it still has adaptive training 1. And there are several. There are 4 modules: adaptive training 1, adaptive training 2. There's already the training phase that will help you more in your daily life, and the final phase that I nicknamed the super strength module, which I really like the title of. But basically, this Combat Sarcopenia course has this proposal that help you to accompany you day after day. So we'll show you everything in detail. I do the exercises, I'm the one. I even had to train a lot in this video. So if it made sense to you, I'll put a QR code so you watch it on television, point your phone camera at it and buy it. And for those on their phones, I'll also put the link in the first pinned comment so you can buy it. So Anna, what do you think?
Many, many congratulations to you both. They're really people who achieve and manage to make us work with a great deal of vigor. That's what I'm feeling.
How wonderful. How wonderful. Thank you, Anna, for recording the video. God bless. Have the best day of your life.
I'd like to congratulate you now for having watched this content, which will undoubtedly contribute to your well-being, not just for today, but for many years into the future. I highly recommend that you share this content if you found it valuable, as it could consequently enrich the life of someone else. And furthermore, if this resonated with you, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos just like this one. I truly hope you have the most wonderful day of your life.